prepare to have your perception of home cooking completely revolutionized. Forget everything you thought you knew about making international street food. We're about to crack the code on some of the world's most coveted and delicious street eats, proving that you won't need a passport to embark on an incredible culinary journey and impress everyone with your newfound global cooking skills. Imagine the bustling streets of Bangkok, the aromatic food carts of Mexico City, or the vibrant night markets of Taipei. That incredible energy, those mouth-watering smells. What if you could bring those exact flavors right into your own kitchen? Well, today, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're not just cooking, we're embarking on a global culinary adventure. We're taking street food, which often seems complex and out of reach, and breaking it down into simple, achievable recipes for any home cook. Get ready to impress your taste buds and maybe a few friends with authentic international street food that you'll be shocked you made yourself. Now, let's bust a huge myth right away. So many people think you can't replicate real street food at home. They imagine you need a giant blazing hot wok, a special charcoal grill, or a pantry full of secret hard-to-find ingredients. I'm here today to prove that is completely wrong. The real secret to amazing street food isn't the gear, it's understanding the core flavors and using simple techniques to bring them to life. That brings us to our ingredient spotlight. For every dish we make today, I am going to show you how to get those iconic flavors using ingredients you can find at your local supermarket. We'll talk about what makes a Thai dish taste like a Thai dish or a Mexican snack feel so authentic. It's all about a few key players, like fish sauce, lime, chili, and fresh herbs and knowing how to use them. No need to go on a wild goose chase for obscure items. We're keeping it simple and accessible. And what about the technique? Don't worry, you don't need to be a professional chef. I'll show you simple tricks that mimic traditional street food methods. We'll learn how to get a beautiful char on noodles using a regular skillet, how to layer dough for the perfect flaky texture, and how to balance sweet, sour, salty, and spicy like a pro. These are the fundamental skills that will unlock a world of flavor, all using the pots and pans you already own. Alright, are you ready to get cooking? Our first stop is Bangkok, for a classic plate of street noodles. We're making a dish inspired by pad see-ew, which is all about those wide, chewy rice noodles and that beautiful smoky char, what the Cantonese call wok. Now, we don't have a giant commercial burner, but we have a secret weapon, a hot cast iron skillet, and not overcrowding the pan. First, let's make our sauce. This is the heart of the dish. In this bowl, I'm combining soy sauce, a little bit of dark soy sauce for that beautiful color, a touch of oyster sauce for depth, a sprinkle of sugar to balance it all out, and just a splash of vinegar for brightness. Whisk that all together and set it aside. See? Simple. For our protein, I'm using thinly sliced chicken, but beef or tofu would be fantastic too. The key is to marinate it for just a few minutes in a little bit of our sauce mixture. Now for the greens, I'm using Chinese broccoli, or gai. We'll just chop the stems and leaves separately since the stems take a little longer to cook. Okay, pan on high heat. Add a bit of oil, and once it's shimmering in go our marinated chicken slices. Spread them out in a single layer and don't touch them. Let them get a really nice sear on one side. That's where the flavor is. Once they're browned, take them out and set them aside. Now, add a little more oil and toss in the Chinese broccoli stems along with some minced garlic. Saute for about a minute until they're bright green, then add the leaves. Now, for the star of the show, the fresh, wide rice noodles. Gently separate them and add them to the pan. Let them sit for a moment to get some color. Now, push everything to one side, add a little more oil, and crack in an egg. Scramble it right in the pan until it's just cooked. Finally, add the chicken back in, pour over that delicious sauce we made, and gently toss everything together until the noodles have absorbed all that flavor and have some beautiful charred spots. And there you have it, authentic, smoky, savory Thai street noodles, made right here in a regular kitchen. The smell is absolutely incredible. Next up, we're jetting off to Mexico for one of the most iconic street snacks of all time, elote, or Mexican street corn. This is simplicity at its finest, but the flavor is an explosion in your mouth. You've got sweet corn, creamy sauce, salty cheese, a kick of chili, and a zing of lime. It's perfect. We'll start by cooking our corn. You can grill it, which is traditional, or simply boil or roast it. I've just boiled these cobs for about 10 minutes until they're tender and bright yellow. While the corn cools slightly, let's make the crema. You could just use mayonnaise, but we're going to make a simple, more authentic style cream sauce. In this bowl, I'm mixing Mexican cream or sour cream, if you can't find it, with a little bit of mayo, a squeeze of fresh lime juice, and a pinch of salt. That's it. This mixture is the perfect cool and creamy contrast to the other toppings. Now for the fun part. Assembly. Take a warm cob of corn and slather it generously with our crema mixture. Don't be shy here. You want it to coat every kernel. Next, we're going to roll it in crumbled cotija cheese. Cotija is a salty, dry Mexican cheese that is the absolute best for this. If you can't find it, a good substitute would be crumbled feta, or even finely grated Parmesan. Once it's coated in cheese, we'll give it a sprinkle of chili powder. I'm using Tajín, which is a popular Mexican chili lime seasoning, but any chili powder will work. Adjust the amount based on how much heat you like. And for the grand finale, a final generous squeeze of fresh lime juice right over the top. This brightens everything up and makes all the flavors pop. And just like that, you are holding a perfect ear of elote. It's messy, it's delicious, and it tastes just like a sunny afternoon in Mexico City. For our final destination on this culinary tour, we're landing in Taipei for a beloved night market staple, Taiwanese scallion pancakes. These aren't like fluffy American pancakes, they're savory, chewy, and flaky, with beautiful layers packed with fresh scallions. The secret is all in the dough and the folding technique. And you won't believe how easy the dough is. It's just all-purpose flour, a pinch of salt, and hot water. The hot water helps to denature some of the gluten, which makes the dough soft and pliable, not tough. You just mix it together until a shaggy dough forms, then knead it for a few minutes on a floured surface until it's smooth. Then, let it rest for about 30 minutes. This is a crucial step to let the gluten relax. Once the dough has rested, divide it into 4 equal pieces. Now, here's the layering technique. Roll one piece out into a very thin rectangle. Brush it lightly with a neutral oil like canola or vegetable oil, and sprinkle it with a little salt. Then, cover it with a generous layer of finely chopped scallions. Now, roll it up tightly from the long side, just like you would a jelly roll or a cinnamon bun, to create a long, thin log. Then, take that log and coil it up into a spiral, like a snail shell, tucking the end underneath. Gently flatten this coil with the palm of your hand. This process of rolling and coiling is what creates all those incredible flaky layers inside the pancake. Now we just cook it. Heat a lightly oiled skillet over medium heat. Place the flattened spiral in the pan and cook for about 3 to 4 minutes per side until it's golden brown and crispy. You'll see it puff up as it cooks. Once it's done, I like to use 2 spatulas, or even my hands, to kind of smush and scrunch the pancake from the sides. This helps to separate the layers and make it extra flaky. For a dipping sauce, a simple mix of soy sauce, rice vinegar, a little sesame oil, and maybe some chili flakes is perfect. Just listen to that crunch. You have a crispy exterior, a chewy interior, and pockets of savory scallion in every single bite. So, we've made smoky Thai noodles, creamy Mexican street corn, and flaky Taiwanese scallion pancakes. Look at this spread. This is what I call a home street food feast. But how do we make it feel truly special? Plating and presentation are key. Serve the noodles in a simple bowl with chopsticks. Stick a wooden skewer in the corn to make it easy to eat. Cut the scallion pancake into wedges and serve it on a small plate with a dipping sauce on the side. It's these small touches that transport you. You can easily host your own street food festival at home. Make a few different dishes and let everyone serve themselves. It's a fantastic interactive way to entertain. And all these recipes can be scaled up or down. Cooking for one. Have the noodle recipe? Having a party? Double or triple the corn and pancakes. It's incredibly versatile. Now it is your turn to start your own culinary adventure. I challenge you to try one of these recipes this week. When you do, take a picture and share it on social media with the hashtag #GlobalStreetFoodAtHome. I can't wait to see what you create, and I want to know what's your favorite street food from anywhere in the world. What dish do you wish you could make at home? Let me know in the comments below, because your suggestions might just become our next recipe. Thank you so much for joining me on this delicious journey today. If you had fun and learned something new, don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure. Because next time, we're packing our bags and heading to the vibrant streets of the Mediterranean. You won't want to miss it. See you then.